Interesting news today. We got some stuff coming out about the Midnight expansion. Also, DPS charts post the new disc belt. Let's see where everyone's falling in line. So we got some things to talk about. Let's just go straight into it here. Breaking the meta. That's right, breaking the meta. This tournament was around just a season ago, and it is back now for Season 2. If you don't know what this is a community-run meta, but it's also kind of sponsored by Blizzard in that they do give you a prize for winning this thing. The prized banner of the Algaria. Really cool-looking banner, honestly. The only way to get it is participating in this event. So what is this event? It is a run of a 2 to +5 or higher keystones with eligible groups can earn the banner. Now, the banner includes non-meta classes. What are the meta right now? Well, if we look right here, we can easily see we got Discipline Priest, Arcane Mage, Unholy DK, Balanced Druid, and Vengeance Demon Hunter. So if you look at the tournament, the classes do not include those 5. So you can play as any other class but those 5 meta specs right now. If you do, you'll be paired up with other random people doing the tournament. You got to go through, successfully run the dungeons. This thing will be going from July 24th to July 1st for the countries that matter in North America and Oceanic. And then the Europeans, July 25th to July 2nd. China, Korea, and Taiwan, June 26th to July 3rd. So there you go. If you want to sign up for the tournament, there is a link here to register for the event. This will be linked down below, and I'll link it in the chat for you guys right now. A cool little community-run event there. Besides that, we got some interesting stuff coming out of Koresh. Yes, the new Koresh zone. We got some new images to check out for this. Probably you guys have seen some of this. Obviously, Tazavesh. Yeah, we've seen Tazavesh before. Nothing too exciting there. The Serrated Peaks, a new zone out here. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, some jagged-ass stuff. These new eco-domes, the new-looking eco-domes, post-BC, honestly, I think they did a really good job with these. These look really, really cool. As I mentioned, yeah, the eco-domes. One interesting thing about these eco-dome images is in that interview we watched from Mr. GM, they said that this is actually what Koresh used to look like prior to its destruction by Demancius. So that was something I didn't know. I don't know if that's new lore or what, but yeah, so I guess Koresh used to be a lush green environment. I always thought it was a desert-like environment. But yeah, evidently it was beautiful and filled with water and plants and everything else. The Tempest Fields, here's another new zone. Very purpley, very desolate. So this one, oh, that's what looks like when an eco-dome is destroyed, I guess. So you see the remnants of an eco-dome shield there, interestingly enough. Okay, pretty cool stuff. The Oasis, another eco-dome. Oh, this is the new dungeon, isn't it? Isn't the new dungeon called the Oasis? So I think, yeah, I think this is the new dungeon here. Oh, we see some Koreshian ships. Oh, Tazaveshian, I should say, ships there. Okay, pretty cool. So the Tazavesh people are in this dome. I wonder if this is the dome that we also will be working on. This is the Venari, the hosted eco dome. So I don't. Maybe this isn't the dungeon. This is where Venari will be doing those quests to upgrade your dome. Yeah. What months? Yeah, it looks sexy. It does. It does. I think this is pretty cool. And then Shadow Point. I believe this is the new raid. Yeah, this is the entry to the new raid here. So this is where we'll be forming up our degenerative pug raids on stream here and then going into the new raid. Pretty cool. So it's siphoning the mana out of the planet here. We see these mana siphon things. Pretty cool stuff. Evidently, we'll be entering the raid through a pipe. So cool stuff. Yeah, this looks nice. I'm excited to go here. I've been wanting to go to the Ethereal homeworld for quite a while. So this should be a cool little adventure for us. Tertiary stats on your Omni tokens, that's right. So the Curios will be returning. That's great, right? Another way to buy your tier set. We like this. But it'll be returning in actually a better way for Season 3. So in Season 1 and 2, you use your coins actually to buy the tier piece itself. You buy the piece of armor and equip it. But what that ends up doing is it doesn't allow you to get any tertiary stats, right? Because if you pick this up in a raid, you get the coin. And when you click the coin, you'll actually get yourself a shot when you create the armor to get some tertiary stats. Well, Blizzard's decided to go back and actually change the way you buy the armor. So now you will not be buying the armor itself. You will be buying essentially the coin thing, the same thing that could drop from the raid. And when you click it, it'll convert to tier piece. And when it converts, you get a shot at tertiary stats. So it actually an upgraded version of the Curio system here for Season 3. Nice to see that little change there. New warband background could be coming as well, or it probably is coming. The Fate of the Devoured. We got a Tazavesh. It's called the Veiled Market of Tazavesh. That's right. So obviously this is probably a Tazavesh background. We don't know what the background looks like yet, but if you like Tazavesh and everything it's about, one of the cooler aesthetics to come out of Shadowlands, I guess. You're going to be able to pick a new background for your warband. How you unlock it and what it's going to look like, we don't know yet, but it will be themed around Tazavesh, which is honestly a beautiful looking city, so that's pretty cool. Moving on to the big announcement. Gamescom. That's right. We kind of already knew this. It's been rumored for quite a while. But Blizzard has officially announced that they will be dropping everything we need to know about the Midnight Saga. We'll probably get a new cinematic, all the new systems, everything that's coming. This will be the official expansion announcement. Yes, we got it announced back when the War Within was announced, but that was just a World Soul Saga overall. Now we're going to get the specific details, the expansion cinematic, and everything else, just like we'd get at a BlizzCon, but this will be for the Midnight expansion. Gamescom will be going from August 20th until August 24th. Most likely the August 20th day will be the announcement of everything, and then you'll get your panels and everything else coming in the following days. But this is really cool. One thing I did notice, and I kind of wanted to point out here, it looks like they changed the logo a little bit. So looking at the logo here, I have this one. This is what, my logo always looked like that I was using for all my banners and stuff on YouTube. But then if we look at right here, the newer logo for Gamescom, it looks like they changed it a little bit. Did they not? I thought maybe I was tripping here. Let me just snap. Jesus Christ, Microsoft. Just snap the damn image. Now I want it to be snapped that way. Okay, boom. Side by side. There we go. Technology. So, yeah, this looks pretty cool. Yeah, my chat added... Yeah, there's a bald head version of me there. Okay, yeah, fuck you, chat. Besides that, the logo itself does look very different. It looks more, I don't know, celestial, darker, less cloudy. Right here in the center, this looks more like dark, like a void portal or something, whereas this was more cloudy. You can actually see more constellations in this one. Also, the outer banner, the ruins are more evident. You guys see that right there? I don't know if I can zoom in on this a little bit more. But if we look at the outer part of the banner, right here, you see how the runes are glowing, whereas on the old logo right here, the runes were kind of hard to see. They were kind of, dead. Nothing really there anymore. So interesting stuff. I don't know if this is just an artistic, oh, we upgraded the banner, or if there's actually something to be had with this. Yeah, the runes are lit, exactly. So interesting comparison side by side here of the new logo. I like the new logo more than the old one. It looks more, I don't know, HD. But pretty cool, interesting stuff. Anything meant by it, I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. And yeah, that's wonderful right there. Good editing, guys. Thanks for that. Moving on to the DPS charts. That's right. These are post-disc belt charts, okay? Right now, most played classes in the game. No surprise here. Paladin still the most. Druid, Hunter, Shaman, Warrior, Priest, Mage, Death Knight, so on and so forth. Demon Hunter. Okay, yeah, least played Evoker. Yeah, surprise, surprise. But the charts right now, let's see how everyone lays out. First look here, overall Mythic data, and we still got Devastation Evoker sitting at the top. They've been sitting at the top, I feel like, since the 0.5 patch. Doing pretty good. We got Marksmanship Hunter just behind them. Destro and Affliction Warlock finger popping each other right here at 3 and 4, not bad. Survival Hunter just behind them. So we got 2 Hunter specs and 2 Warlock specs sitting in the top 5. That's some nice diversity there. Wow, thank you. And then Havoc Demon Hunter just behind them. Shadow Priest, Arcane Mage, Outlaw Rogue, Arms Warrior, Retribution Paladin there, rounding out your top boys. And then towards the bottom here, Balanced Druid, Demonology Warlock, Enhancement Shaman from the bottom rising up. So, man, where did Balanced Druid go? Jesus. Where the hell is Augmentation Evoker? Whoa, shit. How did Augmentation Evoker go all the way up to the center? What's going on here? Aug in the middle of the pack. Yeah, that's crazy. That's got to be the biggest mover of these all. I can't believe Augmentation Evoker. Augmentation Evoker was bottom or second to the bottom this entire expansion so far. I don't know what shot them up to the middle here. The disc belt make that big of a difference for them? Interesting. I don't know what that means, but yeah, there you go. Augmentation Evoker finally seeing its glory days returning, I guess. Let's look at overall damage versus boss damage. This is kind of like your overall versus single target. Overall damage, the chart that we just looked at kind of says the same story right here. We got Devastation, Marksmanship, Destro, Survival, and Affliction in your top 5 there. Augmentation falling a little bit lower here on overall damage. At the bottom here, Balanced Druid, Frost Mage, Demonology, Enhancement Shaman. So not much change from the chart that we just looked at overall. But if we look at single target here, Survival Hunter takes the cake, followed by Marksmanship Hunter. That's right, 2 Hunter classes sitting here as your top single target damage dealers of Mythic Raid right now. Arcane Mage just behind them, Arms Warrior, Devastation Evoker, Feral Druid. So where is Augie Boy sitting here? Augie's sitting in the middle. Wow, that's a surprise. I actually did not notice that when I was looking at these charts before I went live today. So maybe, yeah, maybe it's the extra crit, the return of Konesia. I don't know. It's there's something happening with the disc belt, I guess, that's really benefiting Augmentation. Did they get a lot of class changes? in the recent patch. I don't know. Something happened to them. They're doing really, really good. That's good to see for Augies. Balanced Druid at the bottom here, Frost Mage Elemental Enhancement, as I said before. If we look at Heroic, you know, the People's Raid, right? You know, this is more, I'm a man of the people. Let's look at what the people are actually doing. Mythic is for the top end. Overall, Heroic raid damage. Let's see, Devastation Evoker at the top. Not much difference from the overall that we looked at for Mythic. Marksmanship Hunter, Sub-Titty Rogues joining us here at the top. Arms Warrior, Fire Mage. These are your top 5 for Heroic. And then at the bottom, Augmentation Evoker and Heroic. Maybe Augmentation takes a lot of skill, because in Mythic raid's doing great, but Heroic, it's still hurting, I guess. But like, if you look at the overall, guys, really, the difference is not too bad from the top to the bottom, so it's still viable, at least, Augmentation. We got Outlaw just above them, Deathstone, Shadow Priest, and Frost Death Knight rounding out your bottom 5 there. Overall, the balance doesn't seem too bad, honestly. I feel like the classes have been pretty close as you can hope for. As I mentioned before, I mean, from the bottom here to the top, what is it, a 10% difference, 85% to 95%? So not a 10% difference from the bottom to the top. That's actually not bad. That's some decent balance. So we'll continue to look at these charts, see how they look heading into Season 2. That should be some exciting stuff to look at. And that is all in terms of news.